Speaker, you found that the chief officer could go into a television and say what he said about the deputy governor, defecating on the plate that he feeds on. Because if the governor had to threaten or to use the ones that are not respective to the deputy governor, then you don't expect the junior officers to respect the deputy governor, who is the second in command in this county. Mr. Speaker, on the same, page 190 of the exhibit, you find that the governor wrote, he is now claiming that pesa ya ofisi of the governor to be split into two. Laughable. I now read in Kimeru, Oyo akaringo imurungu wengwa atitumene in Jesus' mighty name. May Jehovah God, who sees the motive in every move, deal with our enemies speedily in Jesus' mighty name. So, Mr. Speaker, on the where the majority has talked about the deputy governor being excluded in the budget, because the deputy governor has been fueling the government car that he has been using. He has been paying for his bills, which are supposed to be paid by the office of the governor, because the deputy governor is part of the office of the governor. They were elected conjointly, both of them. And so this budget that we approve here from this assembly, 173 million, Mr. Speaker, this is a budget to be used by both the governor and the deputy governor. But you find here the governor could write how he could blame the deputy governor for trying or for suggesting that this budget be split so that he can get something from that budget. So, Mr. Speaker, on this account of vilifying and bullying the other leaders or the people of Meru, on this account, Mr. Speaker, it is our hope that the governor will be impeached on this account, because there are several accounts. There are 7 of them. And if, Mr. Speaker, we shall be able to prove even 1, even 2, even 3, then the governor will have to be impeached. Mr. Speaker, about on illegal appointment and usurpation of statutory powers, appointing the chief officers on acting capacities who are not qualified. We have seen them. I've heard the move of the motion, Honorable Majority Leader, talking about somebody who was the chief officer for trade tourism, Ken Mweti. And that person hasn't come to this house for vetting. Mr. Speaker, it is not a wonder that you find somebody in Job Ngurupunchei is an acting chief officer in this county government of Meru. I understand some of them who got into employment in Job Ngurupunchei. And still these people have been going up the ladders. Some of them have become chief officers, some of them have become directors, and yet they have not gone through public service, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on appointing this person, I mean, they are the person, they are these chief officers or the persons who the governor has appointed in acting capacity for more than 6 months. This is against the law. This is against the law to have somebody in office with an acting capacity for more than 6 months, Mr. Speaker. And still you find in the department of, the same department, the Department of Trade and Tourism, you find, Mr. Speaker, we have more than, I think, more than 4 chief officers who have acted for 1 year that we have been, the governor has been in office. Somebody acts for 3 months, then the person is transferred to another department. Somebody acts for 2 months, the person is transferred to another department. Even before the person settles in that department and gets to implement the plans in that department, the person is transferred. Simply because, Mr. Speaker, this person, I tend to think this person, because he or she fails to go in accordance to the wishes of the governor in that department, because the governor might have, maybe she might have requested for some things that didn't happen, and then the governor thinks the best way it is transferring this person from that department, and the person is taken to another department. Mr. Speaker, about the traffic marshals, I've heard the majority talk about in the same motion that we have here. These people, I've seen letters of apology. These traffic marshals demanding apology from the matatu operators. They, when they get these matatu operators on wrong, they demand apology letters, they demand the fines. And so, Mr. Speaker, these people have been illegally operating in town, as the majority leaders has said. Then, Mr. Speaker, about the contempt of court, here in Meru County, the governor of Meru County seems to be above the law. Because, Mr. Speaker, if the law directs something, if the court directs something to happen, and then the governor doesn't execute that thing, then it means here in Meru, we're in another country. We are not in Kenya, because there is a rule of law in Kenya, Mr. Speaker, and this rule of law must be followed. When some people are when the governor was directed by court to reinstate Dr. Ntoita and the rest, she refused, Mr. Speaker, and this contravenes the law. And this is the ground that we are studying on, that the governor of Meru should be impeached for contravening or for breaking the law, for not obeying the court. Mr. Speaker, on the contempt of the assembly, we have heard the governor refusing to honor the invitation, the official summoned by the assembly. And Mr. Speaker, the letter by the chief of staff explaining how the governor cannot come to the assembly and answer the summon. Mr. Speaker, these are against the law, this ignorance of the law, because the governor of Meru is not the head of state. She is supposed to come. Actually, she was supposed to come and answer or respond on the allegations that the deputy governor came and gave, because the deputy governor came here and explained on those mistreatment that he has been undergoing in that county government. So the governor was supposed to come and maybe respond on them and say that she did whatever maybe the deputy governor was saying wasn't true, but there's a reason why we are here, so that we execute our mandate as a county assembly, because she never responded. On the same, the contempt of the assembly, Mr. Speaker, we have requested so many statements from this house. Personally, I requested a statement on Impress account, which never came. We pushed, it never came. And even up to date, it has not come to this house, Mr. Speaker. So this contempt of the assembly, and we can't run this county government like this. When something is requested from the executive, it can't come to the assembly. And it is our mandate, Mr. Speaker, that we oversight and check the government. And now, because we cannot be able to check the government, this is where we are saying that Governor Kawira has to vacate the office, so that we may be able to execute the mandate given by our people, so that we may be able to check the government. Because, Mr. Speaker, we cannot have somebody who is the governor, who is the deputy governor, who is the chief officer, who is the CEC, who is even the MCA. She has taken even the responsibility of the MCAs, Mr. Speaker. She is everything in this county. And so we cannot run the county with the knowledge of one person. And even if we follow the knowledge of this person, the county of Meru is perishing, and the county of Meru is drowning, Mr. Speaker. So this is why she has to vacate the office, so that somebody else who is listening, somebody else who is with the sober mind may take that office, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as I end and second the motion by the majority leader, I want to say this. I want to say this, Mr. Speaker. With the MCAs, we have also undergone mistreatment from this governor, from Governor Kawira Mwangaza. This mistreatment, Mr. Speaker, we have had meetings to discuss development, but the MCAs are denying, they're excluded from those meetings simply because they are not They are not praising the governor. And the mandate of this house is not to praise the governor. The mandate of this house is to do the three things by the Constitution, legislation, oversight, and representation, Mr. Speaker. But you find because you are not praising the governor, you go for a meeting, you are excluded. Some of us, personally, I'm a victim. There was a development meeting that was supposed to happen with the elected leaders and the governor. And myself included, the Deputy Speaker, and some other 4 members. We got excluded from the meeting, Mr. Speaker. And this is the leadership you are saying that we must end today in Meru. That's why we are here, Mr. Speaker. Because if we don't attend those meetings, who is there on behalf of my people, the people of Akede? Who is there on behalf of the people of Jiawand, where the Deputy Speaker represents, Mr. Speaker? This is the leadership that we are heading today, so that Meru may see light, so that everybody else may feel part and parcel to give their views. Rumors are there, Mr. Speaker, but we are not here to give rumors. That even in those cabinet meetings, it is only the governor who gives our views, not anybody else, not even Waziri. It is only the governor who comes and she gives her views and the meeting ends, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, today we are here to execute our mandate. We are here to tell Kenyans, we are here to tell even our people of Meru what has been happening. Some of Merians know, some of even the people from across the country know about the Meru County. And this, we have gone viral as Meru County. And so today, Mr. Speaker, it is my prayer and the prayer of this house that the governor of Meru, Kawira Mwangaza, stands impeached today, Mr. Speaker. And now, Mr. Speaker, with those few or many remarks, I rise to second the motion by the leader majority Honorable Evans Mawira Karia to impeach the governor of Meru, Her Excellency Honorable Kawira Mwangaza. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.